Delta and American Airlines, two giants of the skies, but which one really delivers? On the left, Delta, the consistent, reliable, and friendly choice. On the right, American Airlines, boasting an extensive network and top rewards. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Let's quickly map out what we're comparing, okay? We'll talk reliability. Then I'll break down their loyalty programs. Super important if you collect miles, you know? Onboard experience is next, followed by fees and baggage stuff. Ugh, I know. We'll check out who covers more destinations globally, and finally, business class. We'll hit every angle you care about. All right, kicking things off with reliability. So Delta, honestly, they kind of crush this category. We're talking best on-time performance, almost no mishandled bags. You barely ever hear about people getting bumped off their flight. Yeah, cancellations ticked up just a tiny bit, but overall, super solid. Then you have American Airlines. Their on-time rate, it's decent, not bad, but not Delta good. Cancellation rate's low, sure, but wow, they've got the most mishandled bags, and people do get involuntarily bumped a lot more. Definitely not ideal. So for pure reliability, Delta's your winner. Moving on, loyalty programs. If you're into collecting miles and snagging upgrades, listen up. Delta's SkyMiles are pretty solid. They're worth about 1.2 cents each, which, yeah, is decent for U.S. Airlines. Upgrades are good, but those fancy upgrade certificates? A little limited. Fewer ways to splurge on a premium cabin deal. Now, American's AAdvantage. I mean, the value is straight up higher. Plus, their upgrades are easier to get, and if you manage elite status, you get some pretty sweet perks. Only thing is, their premium cabin game isn't always consistent. But overall, American takes this one. Okay, let's talk onboard experience. This is where Delta's vibe really comes through. Cruise-friendly premium cabins are consistent. Love that. And their lounges? Seriously nice. The one little thing is, some planes are missing those entertainment screens. Minor, but worth mentioning. American Airlines also brings a pretty solid first class for domestic, and you get free meals up front. Thing is, their premium experience isn't always the same across all flights, and some planes are also missing those entertainment screens. So for a smoother, friendlier ride, Delta pulls ahead here. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Delta was ranked the #1 U.S. airline for 7 straight years? Yeah, 7. Kind of wild when you think about it. All right, fees and baggage. Everyone's least favorite topic, right? Delta lets you have a free carry-on with most fares, so you're not digging for more cash at the last minute. Basic economy is pretty flexible, except if you're flying out of Europe where the fees creep higher. American, though, gives you lower seat selection fees, and their basic economy policies are, honestly, just a bit more generous. Wait for it. The kicker is that Delta won't let you earn miles on basic economy, which, come on, is such a bummer. So, American is slightly more wallet-friendly here. Let's hit global coverage. Where can you actually fly? Delta's got some killer domestic and transatlantic routes, especially if you're Europe-bound. They're not as big in Latin America, though. But American? Oh, they've got a massive network in the Caribbean, Latin America, and South America. Hubs in Dallas, Miami, super clutch for international travelers. They have a tad less reach across the Atlantic versus Delta. But for sheer worldwide coverage, American wins. All right, business class. Delta won? Lie-flat seats and the kind of dining you actually want at 35,000 feet? The catch? Some international planes still have those older seats. Yeah, not amazing. American's flagship business is more modern across the board. And if you're flying premium routes domestically, you're in luck. Maybe a little variation depending on the plane, but overall, American's business class is just more consistent. So they take this one. Okay, let's pull up the radar chart and see how both Delta and American stack up across all the categories. Delta's obviously spiking on reliability and onboard experience, but American's got the edge for loyalty, fees, global reach, and business class. Pretty clear strengths on both sides, right? So if you want to know my honest take, Delta is your go-to when you want a hassle-free flight and a friendly onboard crew. But if you're in it for rewards, upgrades, or dropping pins all over the map, American's going to suit you better. It really depends what you value most when you fly. Ready to book your next flight? Go check out delta.com or AA.com and snag the best deals. Don't sleep on those loyalty points.